Imagine supersizing your business today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how we can use our imagination to supersize and grow your business. We're focusing on mental health and well-being all this month, and today's topic is imagination. Why? Because imagination is one of the most powerful tools and one of the most incredible mental faculties that we have as human beings that gives us an advantage in creating what it is that we want in our life. When we think about and focus on what we want, that's what we create in our life. When we think about what currently exists or what we don't want, that's what we create more of in our business and in our life. So, why is imagination important in our businesses and in our life? Because it helps us to envision our goals and objectives. It helps us to achieve the aspirations that we have for ourselves and for our businesses. It helps us to reduce stress by creating calming mental space. It is a way to come up with innovative and creative solutions to the problems that we and the people that we're here to serve face. And it helps us to build resilience when stuff doesn't go the way we want it to. Does that ever happen to you? Certainly happens to me. Research has consistently shown that when we use our imaginations and we focus on what it is that we want instead of what currently is, we move toward what it is that we want. It's why I talk about the gap between where we are and where we want to be all the time. And I say, okay, once you identify that, just focus on where you want to go. And we do that through different strategies, like visualization. We practice visualization, if we're smart, every single day as an individual and as an organization. Why? Because we focus on and we look at and we pre-frame and practice to create the situations and the scenarios that we want in every area and aspect of our life. It's extremely powerful in our businesses. We use imagination to build resilience and hope. I'm not a big fan of hope. I think that possibility thinking is more of along the lines of my thinking, but hope is huge for a lot of people. And I think that a lot of us, including me, have lost hope, is why I don't put a whole lot of stock in trying, hoping, and can't. There's certain words that trigger us and that we don't like as individuals and as entities, and I think that's a good thing. If we believe there's no such thing as can't in our organization, that means we believe in there's always a way to figure it out. There's always a solution. And it's like being a problem-solving family. Those are really powerful ways to identify and create the life and the business that we want. So let's share somebody's story about how they applied imagination in order to help them with their business. Mark is a business owner, and he had to reimagine his future because as a small business owner, he faced bankruptcy during an economic downturn. It just so happened to be COVID. Instead of succumbing to despair, Mark used the power of imagination to reinvent his business model, like so many of us did during the pandemic. He spent time each day visualizing success, new customers, innovative products, and financial stability. This mental exercise fueled his determination and inspired creative marketing strategies that he otherwise wouldn't have tried because he didn't see himself as a marketer, such as virtual events and personalized services, which again were things that he had never even considered before. But using his creativity and imagination and visualizing what he wanted, he found that he could do those things. He convinced himself from a self-confidence standpoint that he could do those things. And of course he could all along. We can all learn to do anything we choose. Within a year, Mark not only saved his business, but also expanded it beyond pre-crisis levels. His story illustrates how imagination can be a catalyst for entrepreneurial resilience. And it definitely is. I am proof of that in thousands of examples in thousands of ways. So how can we use this in our business and to help us enhance and achieve the business and the supersized growth that we want in our business? Number one, practice visualization every day. Find 10 minutes in your day, schedule it. I schedule it in my day or it wouldn't get done. And I've actually created habits that include visualization time, meditation, hypnosis, affirmations, things like that. And I think I've shared some of the ways I've built that into other activities that I'm already doing so that it just becomes automatic. But practice visualization. Visualizing the outcomes that you want is so powerful. Neuroscience has proven and done lots and lots of studies on that when we practice something or visualizing it with a lot of emotion, our neural pathways form as if we had actually done that thing. Athletes do this all the time. I think pretty much every Olympic athlete visualizes now. If they didn't, they wouldn't win because the ones that are doing it have such a competitive advantage because they've practiced in their mind thousands of times when they haven't been able to practice physically, or in addition to practicing physically. Entrepreneurs, presentations, speakers do this. That's how I got over my fear of speaking in front of big groups, was by imagining, visualizing, and practicing in my mind. So when I had to present to thousands of people, I wasn't scared to death to do it. Sometimes just doing the thing gets us over that hump, but if we visually practice it and imagine ourselves doing it successfully, it goes much more smoothly than if we hadn't practiced that. If you ever had a speech class in school and you didn't practice your speech, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we could add visualization daily. We can engage in creative activities, problem solving, games. Games are an incredibly powerful way to visualize and learn things as a team in our organizations. Painting, writing, music, cooking is one of my favorites, but doing something creative allows us to use our imaginations. We can use guided imagery for stress relief. There's tons of, there's probably thousands of guided meditations. Go to YouTube and put guided meditation for stress relief or guided meditation for business success, and I guarantee you will get lots and lots of results. Reframe your negative thoughts as positive. One of my coaching friends says that up to 70% of our daily thoughts are negative. Oh my gosh, we got to have something to combat this. And visualization and imagery and imagination are ways to do that. So love to know how you use imagination in your business. If you've never thought of it, I encourage you to try it today. Otherwise, share in the comments below how you do use your imagination. I guarantee you imagined your business before you even started it, because that's how everything in creation works. All right, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.